Lenny McGill is with us, founder and CEO of the world-famous GlockStore. Right around the corner, right down the street. Hey, Lenny, I could tell you were enjoying the segment just as much as I did there with Senator Harris.
Oh, yeah. I think it's pretty interesting what's going on the side of the fence. But welcome and thank you for welcoming me to the show. And good to be here. Good to be here with your audience.
Well, and this whole thing, you talk about Second Amendment issues. This is another example where there's always a need to have a conversation. After something happens, we need a conversation. And I think about all the different gun laws. San Bernardino, just 2-3 years ago, I believe the number was 9, by the first shot, 9 gun laws, local, state, federal, that were just ignored. I mean, people doing bad things don't double check and make sure they're compliant with all local, state, and federal gun laws or carbon footprint issues there.
Well, there are tons of laws already on the books, like you said. And the bottom line is, we've seen that an armed citizenry is more secure, is safer, and is better for the country than an unarmed citizenry, because the bottom line is, at the end of the day, criminals will always have guns. If you're a bad guy, you're going to have a gun. You're going to find a gun. You're going to do something illegal to get one. It's really our right and our duty as law-abiding citizens to be well-trained and to be secure and to understand how to operate a firearm safely.
Yeah. And that's the thing with the GlockStore, and obviously they're a sponsor here on the show, but I'm also a proud customer there. In fact, as you know, my Glock skills have improved considerably with the first visit to Norm, and I've been back a couple times. It's a great example of how you do things right. You do it by the law. You make sure that safety is foremost, and anybody who's gone out and done any sort of a shooting range, that can be good, but there's always somebody you've never met in the next lane next to you. And, and there's a lot of responsibility as a gun owner. There's also, you want to be compliant. You want to be doing the right thing. You want to be safe. And sometimes maybe people say, I want to defend myself if the bad guy shows up. But how difficult is it? So it can be overwhelming, and then of course it gets demagogued by politicians.
Mark, let me say this: that shooting is actually very easy. It's not like playing golf. It's an easy sport to learn, an easy thing to learn. We've got a unique facility. We've got a unique situation. We have what we call our combat rooms or our shoot rooms.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
They're not lanes. So you've seen on TV, and if you've been to a shooting facility, usually they have a lane you shoot down. You have one target that kind of comes back and forth, and you're rowed up with 8 or 12 or 16 or even 24 people, like you said, who you don't really know, and they're shooting and they're waving guns around, and it's just a little bit questionable in my mind for a safety standpoint. Our rooms are private. We like to consider ourselves a Pilates studio versus a family fitness center. That's the analogy where we give private instruction, one-on-one in a safe and a secure and a really confined area, so that you don't have anybody else around you except your instructor and or your partner or your wife or whoever you came with you. We do groups of singles, of course.
Couples.
A lot of couples come down for it. It's a great date, to be honest. They come in, they shoot, and they go to dinner, and it's better than going to a movie. And then we've had families come in as well. Groups of people come in, and even some small corporate parties have come in to shoot with us and to improve their skill level. But also, shooting is fun. It's a fun thing to do.
It is, and again, to be a responsible gun owner is what it's all about, and that's what most gun owners are, despite the fact that politicians love to have conversations about these things as well. Lenny McGill with us, who is the founder and CEO of the world-famous GlockStore, which just around the corner. I love the fact that when I go over there, I've got to actually walk 2 blocks. It's good, aerobics program as well. But you have reach all over the place in terms of the parts, the safety, the accessories. Amazing you go to GlockStore.com, and again, that's just based right here. You're doing very well.
You're right. We a couple things are really exciting. Our facility is one of a kind. It's unique. It's been really well received. Customers really love us. They know it's something different. We sell every Glock. We have every Glock manufactured on display. We've got all the pieces and parts. We manufacture pieces and parts right here in San Diego. However, our facility has been so well received, and our business has grown so much that we are also expanding now into Nashville. So we're going to be opening a Nashville location. We're keeping the California store and keeping the California location.
Good. I don't want to have to. It's inconvenient to go to Nashville for my training.
It's a great little town. But at the same time,
yes, it is.
Our facility is unique, and it's something that I'm going to encourage every one of your listeners. If you want to learn to shoot in a safe way, if you want to learn to shoot for self-defense, even competition, or just to be comfortable comfortable with guns because not only do we show you how to shoot, how to pull the trigger, but we'll show you how to operate the gun. It's like any tool. It's like a power tool. You need to operate it. You need to learn all the pieces, parts, and how it functions, how to clean it, how to take it apart, how to put it back together, and then you learn how to shoot it in a safe and reliable manner. So our facility not only has that range, but we have a classroom that allows you to go up and do a one-on-one session to understand the gun.
Right. And let's face it, if you have a bad guy, heaven forbid, a bad guy or people in general, several coming into your home, you're thinking, okay, I've got to call 911. We know all the issues with response times. It's not to take away from the men and women who do that sort of thing, but they're not. I mean, you're talking split seconds, moments of decision there. So if you say, I want to step up my own self-defense, you want to make sure you are the best that you can be with that. You need to get the right training like you get at the GlockStore. And this idea that somehow, well, it's hypothetical and accidents happen. It again gets back to the education side, doesn't it? Where people get into. I find that people who are most vehemently against guns, I don't like it. They should not be out there, and crime would cease if we just confiscated everybody law-abiding. And I'll ask a question. I'll say, have you ever fired a gun? Have you ever had a weapon? It's like, no. But they have great opinions as to what they think it is. So that's part of this, too.
Well, we know one of the rising crimes that's happening here in San Diego County, as a matter of fact, are really home invasions. That's happening. I mean, it's in the news. Yep. People are aware of it, even up in Carmel Valley, Del Mar. I mean, it's. And you don't have time to say to the intruder or intruders, hold on, I need to get my scope, and I got to get just like I do at the lane here. No, it's definitely, you want to be prepared. You want to have the ability to defend yourself and your family. The concept is that all that training that you'll do, no matter where you go, is going to come into play. So what we like to tell people is, hey, train the right way. And in our shoot rooms, we allow you to shoot at multiple targets in multiple directions. We allow you to draw from a holster. We allow you to use lights and lasers, all kinds of different things you can't really do at other ranges. Yeah,
it's a real hands-on experience doing it the right way with the GlockStore, and you just schedule an appointment. It's by appointment only. I love that too. You learn everything that Lenny McGill's talking about here and so much more. So call today. Call the GlockStore, and you can schedule, find out more. I recommend you do that because I love this place. 800-601-8273. 800-601-8273. 800-601-8273 at the world-famous GlockStore in Kearny Mesa. And you check them online at GlockStore.com as well. Lenny, appreciate you coming by.
Mark, let's just say one thing, that we're located in Kearny Mesa, like you said, at 4770 Ruffner Street. That's just off of the Convoy and 805 area, right there at 805 and Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
And primetime slots are going fast. Make your appointment today. GlockStore.com. Lenny McGill, thanks. See you later.
Thank you, Mark.
AM 760, talking breaking news.